Hello and welcome to the Sureserve Armed Forces Covenant signing. My name is Phil Marks and I'm a National Account Manager at Defence Relationship Management. Defence Relationship Management delivers employer engagement that provides a vital contribution to the long-term operational capability of the UK Armed Forces. We do this through a long-term approach to the client relationship management with a focus on outcomes and the delivery of genuine mutual benefits. One of the tools we use to improve these working practices is by encouraging employees to sign the Armed Forces Covenant, a voluntary pledge made by organisations that outline the support for those members of the defence community. We are now at over 5,500 signatories of the Armed Forces Covenant, and I am delighted that today Sureserve are joining those supportive organisations by signing their Armed Forces Covenant. Sureserve are represented by their chairman, Bob Holt, who has signed on behalf of the company, and signed on behalf of Defence is Commodore Martin Quinn, Royal Navy Commander, Maritime Reserves. I will now ask each of them to say a few words, starting with Bob.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and we're delighted to enter into this agreement. And why? Because it's the correct thing to do. Obviously, we're a large employer and we're keen to offer as much help and support to the armed forces, both its existing, its future colleagues, and of course their spouses. We're a process-driven business, so the disciplines and the skills and experience of ex-service personnel will be invaluable to our organisation. We are keen, we're proud to be working in this environment, and as I say, we believe in a partnership approach to how we build our business. So we look forward to taking the covenant forward, and we look forward to working for the long term.
Bob, everybody at Sureserve, all of your colleagues, good day to you from here in the Ministry of Defence in London. I'm sure that over these last couple of months, all of you at Sureserve have been pretty busy. Knowing the business that you're in, you're probably even a little busier than we are just this moment in time. So I'm particularly grateful to you for taking the time to join us for the Armed Forces Covenant signing. The Armed Forces Covenant is a commitment from the nation to those who serve or who have served and their families to make sure that they're treated fairly and not disadvantaged in their day-to-day lives as a result of their military service or their association with it. It's also an opportunity for the government to demonstrate its commitment to supporting the wider armed forces community by working with a range of partners such as yourself who have signed the covenant. So today you've become one of those partners, so many, many congratulations. Making a pledge of support publicly also makes a statement to the armed forces community that there are organisations and companies out there that value them and that society as a whole values them. And it encourages all other organisations to do exactly the same. The support of employers today is vital to defence objectives. And as the head of reserves in the Ministry of Defence, I know just how important it is that we have a relationship with employers when we talk about the recruitment and retention of our reservists, the employment of our veterans when they leave the service, and indeed their spouses and their partners, and the future armed forces personnel, today's cadets. So it really is a whole family effort. Employers can reap a whole raft of rewards for employing military personnel, and I'm sure that you know that. There are the reservists themselves, of which there are now some 40,000 almost in the United Kingdom, as well over 100,000 regular serving people who one day will want to take on a different career path. They bring with them a portfolio of skills and a range of experiences and behaviours that are very beneficial to the modern working environment. The skills and military training that people bring with them out of defence to civilian employers include qualifications that you would recognise, that you award in your own organisation, and those skills are very transferable, such as leadership, team working, strategy and problem solving, and all those practical skills that you require. So today, a hot day here in London, and a difficult day for the nation as we fight through COVID, I'd just like to say a very sincere thank you to you and your team at Sureserve for being so supportive of the armed forces community. So many thanks and congratulations once again.
Thank you, Commodore. And on behalf of the defence community, I'd like to thank Sureserve for signing the Armed Forces Covenant. Thank you.